Not far from Kandahar in the province of Helmand, a NATO airstrike has claimed new casualties. Local residents say the victims were innocent civilians. The authorities are investigating the incident amid widespread fury over the rise in civilian casualties. In KHOST province, Afghan police are on high alert following the suicide attack that killed many CIA agents inside this military base. A statement by the Taliban released online claims that the suicide bomber was an Afghan army officer who contacted the Taliban offering his services. They provided him with an explosive vest, but little is known about how he managed to get inside the base unchecked.
I work at a construction company. It is close to the American airfield. I heard an explosion, but the explosion looked inside the base, so we don't know exactly what happened.
KHOST, along with many eastern provinces in Afghanistan, has been the scene of audacious attacks and ambushes of NATO forces. The mountains area is widely believed to be under the control of Haqqani, a Taliban commander that US and Afghan officials suspect of being the mastermind of most of the Taliban attacks in the area. The Taliban also hit hard in the southern city of Kandahar, killing Canadian soldiers and a Canadian journalist. According to the Taliban account, the Canadian convoy was hit by a remotely detonated roadside bomb.
The soldiers were conducting a community security patrol in order to gather information on the pattern of life and maintain security in the area. The journalist was traveling with them to tell the story of what Canada's soldiers are doing in Afghanistan.
8 civilians have been killed yesterday by ISAF fire in Babaji in Helmand province. ISAF troops had been targeted in the same area earlier.
The airstrike comes a few days after 10 Afghan civilians were killed in the province of Kunar, an incident which has strained relations between the Afghan government and NATO forces. In an unprecedented move, Afghanistan's National Security Council, which advises President Karzai on national security issues, has made a blunt statement asking for NATO soldiers involved in attacks against civilians to be handed over to Afghan authorities. A request likely to be dismissed by the NATO, which insists its soldiers acted in self-defense. Hashem Ahelbarra, Jazeera, Kabul.